Alrighty, folks. Thanks for tuning in for another Cruise with Smooth. Thank you for just liking and watching. First off, I apologize for any additional noise in the vehicle. In the old work truck this Memorial Day, and it's got 460 AC. 4 windows down, 60 miles an hour. So that just is what it is. Going to be back in another vehicle with air conditioning tomorrow, so I may not even put this up. I may redo it. I'll give it a listen later. Pardon me. So there was a comment that was made in the political sphere a couple days ago, and I wanted to wait before I gave my 2 cents on it, because I wanted to, kind of get all the information in on it before I added my 2 cents. Yes, it would have been about 3 or 4 days ago now. Joe Biden was on a interview, I forget with who, and it was a black gentleman, and Joe Biden was being asked questions, and the interview was getting near the end, and the interviewer said, well, I've got more questions that I'd like to have answered, if you come back another time, that'd be great. And Joe Biden said, well, you got to look at, your questions, but I got to say that if you don't vote for me, you ain't black. Something to the effect of that. Now, within a couple days of that, he was on record saying that was awfully cavalier of him, and that he shouldn't have said that obviously there's going to be black folks that are going to vote for Donald Trump. That's what he said. So here's my thing. Obama and Trump, Obama and Clinton said, made a broad statement about people, and they caught a bunch of flack for it. Now, I haven't been watching the news all that much, but I hope that Biden doesn't get off scot-free in the media. Obama did the bitter clingers, and Clinton did the basket of deplorables. So I just hope that Biden catches his static over this one. He shouldn't get away with saying it without having some media seriously question that, and not just, one interview and sweep it under the rug. So, and here's the thing, if Trump had gone on record saying the same thing, if you don't vote for me, you ain't white, the media would have been like a dog on a ham bone with that. It would have never ended. That would have haunted him until he was out of office, in my opinion, until the next gaffe. So it is frustrating that a lot of the media are going to let Biden get away with that and not make him seriously answer for it, instead of just one phone interview and done. So that's my opinion. I also think think that anticipating a percentage of a certain vote based on certain demographic based on party affiliation is so stupid. Okay, this is not a pro or anti-Trump thing. This is not a pro or anti-Biden thing. I am going to use numbers. This is not a plug. This is not a slam. Under President Trump, Black and Hispanic unemployment is at the lowest number it has ever been since the United States Department of Labor has started tracking those numbers. So it is theoretically possible that it has been lower, but there's no way to prove or disprove that. We just don't have the numbers or the data. Secondly, under President Obama, or under President Trump rather, I forget what the bill was, but criminal justice reform passed. I forget the name of the bill, but it passed. Low-level, non-violent offenders have an easier time avoiding jail. If they were in jail, they have an easier time paroling out, so long as they were low-level, non-violent offenders. Frankly, I know that a lot of Republicans took issue with that. I personally don't, if it's done properly. I think that criminalizing behavior that does not have a potential victim is stupid. Okay, I enjoy driving. I really enjoy driving fast. No lie. So I get that speed limits are... I get why there are speed limits, much as I may protest them. Because you're taking a car that weighs anywhere from 3,000 to 6,000 pounds down the road at whatever speed you want, which realistically any vehicle on the road today would easily break a 75 mile an hour speed limit with room to spare. The slowest car in my driveway will break the speed limit, trust me. But you're taking a 3,000 to 6,000 pound missile running whatever speed the driver's putting it at, and it can cause a lot of damage to other people. So I get that there are speed limits and rules of the road in place to protect the people that may not be speeding, and also to protect me from them. If they don't realize I'm going fast, pull out in front of me, we're both going to get hurt. So I get it. But if you are sitting in your house or on your back deck and you light up a joint and you eat half a pizza, because that's what you do when you light up when you light up a joint, and you go to bed. So that's a you problem, or a you thing. You have not affected me at all. You have not hurt anybody. The only times that I start to have issue with any sort of drug is when you have people that are incapable of making necessary decisions. Someone that I know was related to somebody they owed people money. They were living on the street because they had burned all the bridges with family members, and they were no longer welcome in their houses. Had been in and out of jail, had warrants out, couldn't hold down a job, had multiple health problems, couldn't stay in the hospital long enough to get those taken care of and to get clean. They'd walk out and ended up dying from an overdose or exposure. I'm not sure which. That's the only time I have problems with drugs. Or you get the people that are doing drugs all the time and they don't take care of their kids, don't take care of themselves. I have problems with that. But you're making your habit someone else's problem. Like I said, if you're just sitting out wherever smoking a little whatever and doing you, that's kind of okay as far as I'm concerned. I just do not like, and so to get back to my point, to that point, I don't really care as far as the criminal justice reform that got passed under President Trump. You know, if someone got thrown in jail for smoking a little weed, let them out. Probation if you want, drug test if you want, but let them out. If they didn't hurt nobody, and even if they were dealing,